Guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be covering a friendly war that we were doing on stream. We were facing silent snipers. It was silent snipers versus my community clan. Usually during stream we do some friendly wars and a couple people come by from the stream to do the attacks with us or participate in the wars with us, and we ended up finding a friendly war with silent snipers, and we're actually 1 star away from winning the war. We did end up losing, but there was 2 OP triples, and you guys don't want to miss out on how OP these triples were. So here we go, let's get right into it. Sadly we did lose this war, but the hits were all right. I did come in. I want to say I did cost this war. We had one person that was in this war spin that didn't attack, so I had to go in with this quick plan, and my blimp ended up failing. But we don't want to see that replay. We want to see these OP hits. So first off, I'm going to kick you guys off with this Sith Lord coming in with this Witch Super Giants. He's going to zap the scatter here. He's going to be able to drop a quake on that scatter, get it down right away. Here we go. Drop some 3 super giants and a couple witches in behind to set this funnel. And then he's going to drop even more super witches at the top with a couple more witches to help path. He's going to drop a wall wrecker, so he's going to bring a wall wrecker with this. He's going to be pushing in towards this other scatter compartment. He's making the funnel, making this base. You know, setting a perfect funnel for these witches is always a necessary thing, or else these witches can end up walking on the outside of the base and nothing's going to go to the core, and what you want, that's what you don't want. So he's doing a perfect plan here as he's pushing a couple witches, super giants to funnel on this side, couple witches, super giants on this side, and then making sure that funnel is set to push all these troops in. And here he goes, making his way through, got the wall wrecker tanking, as well as breaking all these wall compartments to help these troops even path further into this base. And as you can see, pretty much a beautiful funnel for these troops. The queen and these witches almost do step down, as you can see, or I do think they step down, but this wall wrecker does make it completely to the town hall, easily sniping that town hall with the yetis inside of there. Queen does end up pushing back up to the top, and RC does go down, getting targeted by the single, but drops a perfect freeze, getting through that single, and everything making its way through this base. As you can see, he's got a couple witches at the bottom pushing their way through the bottom side of the base, as well as up top he's got the queen tanking through a scatter with still a yeti. The lava hound is up there, but it's getting targeted by some witches, so a little good distraction for a tiny bit for the queen. But as you can see, the queen's gonna end up pushing back up to the hound, which for a second in the moment of time is pretty nerve-wracking, as the queen is one of your defenses that you want right now to clean up this base, but still had a ton of witches, warden, and the king pushing through, and at the bottom side at 6, trying to make this way through. The only viable defense at this point is going to be that wizard tower for these witches to make it through. Pop's queen ability is going to be able to make it through this base, and honestly this base is just crushed at this point. Wizard tower does not know what to target at this point. Too many skellies. Mortar is still up, but is distracted by the queen. The queen should be able to take it, and it does go down, and this is going to be a triple from Sith Lord. Alrighty, and let's get right into my attack here. So my attack, I wanted to do Blizz Lalo. Alright, but let me run you through the plan really quick. Alright, so my original plan was drop the Blizz blimp right here on the cannon. I get the town hall, I get the multi, I possibly get the queen, but I do pull CC, and I possibly can deal with the CC with my blizzard. After that, I would sui my heroes up here, up through 9, towards the scatter, bring him in towards the scatter, drop a Yeti Baby D right here on the barracks, make sure my sui can come in, get the scatter, and see if I can bring that RC in to grab that scatter and sweeper. and then Lalo in from 12 down, loop around the multi, get the RC, loop back down, and just grab the single and end around here. And so, you know, shout out to Fuel, twitch.tv/Fuel, because he gave me this OP plan. He said, do exactly what you're doing, except bat bomb that scatter. He said, bring 2 bat spells. Just bring 2 bat spells. Drop them on that scatter with your Lalo, and you're golden. You get that middle scatter, and you have to deal with it. So I'm like, all right, let's go for it. And this is how it turned out. End up working out. All right, so here we go. Take my time here, just double check, got everything. But I dropped the hound for this air defense. Here comes the blimp. I land it perfectly where I wanted to. I get the cannon. Invisi, rage. CC gets pulled like I wanted to. I get the multi. They target the queen. I grab the queen as well. Drop another Invisi. I get the town hall. I get this wizard tower on the back end as well, which OP. I popped the hound. As soon as I popped the hound, I was like, wow, I got CC and everything, because 1 poison spell in my inventory, you know, those pups ain't lasting anything in those. And drop my Sui just how I wanted to. Drop the poison over the pups. Everything's working out perfectly as I thought. I'm gonna drop an ice hound over at 9 to try to help tank. I drop my Yeti and my baby D, but I do end up finding the Tessa farm, which OP. So I just drop a couple loons, take it over so that my heroes do end up funneling into that scatter compartment. I do end up popping my king ability, and queen ability does get targeted because of the expo, or gets used because of the expo. So I drop my RC in there just to extra help, and it ends up working out pretty well for my Sui. I didn't get as much value as I initially thought, but my initial goal was get the scatter, but I end up getting the eagle as well, which helped me out a ton. And we're gonna start our Lalo here from 12 like I originally planned. I do end up having to drop another loon or 2. I think I dropped for that archer tower, but it ended up working out. And here come the headhunters. I do end up basically swagging my headhunters. They do end up getting like destroyed, but I dropped the quake over the multi. I didn't know why I had a quake. Bat bomb the scatter, freeze on the scatter. Loons are just doing loon things, finding tornadoes, finding traps. Freeze over the wizard tower, and just Lalo the rest. Basically no spells. I'm pretty much golden. I got bats doing some cleanup. I basically dealt with all the heroes. I just have 2 loons. I do have an air defense left up, but there's Warden still alive. I still got loons, minions, bats. I got everything going for that one AD, and basically this base is gone. So I mean, next time you see a base and you see like a middle scatter with a sweeper or something, I mean, you know, don't think twice about bringing like 2 bat spells or something, dropping it on the scatter. As long as nothing's gonna target them and you're in a golden spot, dude, just full send it. As you can see, it paid off for me, and I got the OP triple, and I couldn't be happier with this attack, especially against a clan this pristine as Silent Snipers. You know, they're a well-known clan, and came in with a triple. We won't talk about the 1-star I got on them, but we at least got this triple, and it was an OP triple. But we did end up losing the war, sadly, and you know, stuff happens. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's video. We're on that YouTube grind 2 days in a row. Let's go. But if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, it's free, and tune in for future content. If you haven't already checked me out on Twitch, make sure to do that at twitch.tv/yareload. And also, if you're still looking for new bases, classchamps.com is the place to be. For using code YARELOAD, you get 10% off of your purchase. They sell bases for any town hall, and it's a pretty OP place to be. And also, we are pushing for Discord partnership, and there's going to be a big thing for me. So If you want to join up, feel free to. Links below in the description. But you guys have a good night. Thank you and peace.